It's sick. We're checking into sick. Sick.
Yo, check it out. It's a sick discussion.
Sick.
You tuned in to Sick Discussions.
You are now listening to a sick discussion.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Sick Discussion.
Sick.
As always, it's your boy, Reggie So Dope.
What up, it's Devin.
Yo, this Mar.
Y'all, and we have a guest today.
Yes, we do.
We have
Special guest
a
alert.
guest. He was in an episode that's never going to see the light of day.
Yeah.
That's
He's
correct.
behind the scenes on a lot of Sick Discussion stuff. All right, it's one of my little brothers. We got DJ in the building.
Hey, what up?
Go DJ.
Yeah, that's my DJ.
Go DJ.
That's my DJ. 101. The
hottest nigga under the sun.
Yo, DJ.
I've been
What
that
up,
shit.
bro? What
my
up,
whole
bro?
life.
Hey, man, you got a theme song.
But what's the word, John?
Man, welcome to the show, bro. We so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me, man.
Man, we hope this episode also sees the light of day.
I hope so.
Yo,
Just
so,
make sure you talking to the mic.
Okay, I got you, Devin.
Right.
Yeah, we ain't
Let's
gonna.
sit
No,
down.
this, y'all gonna see this shit, right?
So,
First one.
DJ, gas yourself real quick before we even get into what the episode's about. Why the hell are you on this couch?
Yes, nice and loud into the mic. That's Yale.
Ooh, what do you do?
So what I do?
Okay, well, first of all, we're here to talk about.
Not your job.
Whoa.
Why are you here?
I'm here
Wow.
because.
Yo,
Okay,
I'm
my
only
bad.
teasing him because it's my little brother. Don't be like Reggie, you bullying him.
Nah.
But like, what do you do? Why are you dope?
Okay, I'm a model. Okay, so
Okay.
as you can tell, I'm a very handsome individual.
I'm not gonna play with this.
So,
man.
just follow me on
Cut this mic
Instagram
off.
at official
Okay.
King Darius. No, don't cut my mic off. Go ahead. But I do a lot of behind the scenes work with Six Discussion, as y'all.
He almost called it Psych.
No, I did not.
Psych discussion.
No, I did not. Actually, I told somebody
Hate to
about
hear
it. Like they was confused as fuck. Like, is it Psych? No, it's Sick
Sick.
Discussion. Sick Discussion.
Six.
But I do a lot of behind the scenes work with Six Discussion, and
Sick.
I'm sorry. All right,
Welcome,
so
bro. Welcome.
DJ is here because we have a topic today
Yes, sir.
that is very pressing to his soul. May or may not be something he's experiencing
May
right
not
now,
be.
but that's going to be his business to tell. So today we're going to talk about having roommates as
Ooh,
adults.
A banger.
Yeah,
Ooh.
because it happens. Like sometimes you want to save money, or sometimes you really rock with a person. Like it's lots of reasons to have a roommate as an adult. So we're gonna dig into it.
Let's hear it.
So let's jump right in.
Let's go.
Have any of y'all had a roommate as an adult, or even just like in college?
Go ahead.
I guess I'll start.
No, you
Go ahead, guess.
ahead.
Okay. Yeah. First, I would like to say there's nothing wrong with having a roommate if you're an adult. It's completely fine. If you want to save your bread, stack your bread. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a crib with one of your homies. I would say get it with one of your homies before anything, but
Who you thought was a homie?
we'll get to that later.
Scratch record.
But to answer the question, yes, I've had roommates as an adult.
I have too. I agree with everything Darius said. Ain't no problem with it, but I've had some.
Yeah.
Some crazy.
I've had roommates in college, and that was a marvelous experience, to say the least. In my sarcastic tone.
Okay. So I never quite had, so like in college, I had a roommate, but only for one semester.
Okay.
But he would leave on Thursdays and wouldn't come back until Tuesday morning. So it's like, did I have a roommate?
that don't count.
And then as an adult, I mean, I had a friend who stayed with me for a few months, but it's like, that wasn't really a roommate. So I don't think I've had a roommate as an adult. I might get one soon, believe it or not, but no.
So
man.
far,
Okay.
you were very, very lucky. I would say that.
Blessed.
Way up. I feel blessed.
Blessed. You hear me?
Okay. So that was cute. Would y'all recommend having roommates as an adult? So some of y'all was like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But like, would y'all recommend having roommates as an adult? Why or why not?
I think it just really depends on the people, circumstances. Like, is this a forced roommate because y'all have to? Like, I have to live with this person to like be able to have a roof over my head. Like that might get a little dangerous. But if you like, if both of y'all just, we're gonna live together, let's make this work type of thing, then it's a whole nother situation that could work. It's just levels to, I think it's levels to roommates.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the forced roommate, the roommate you want to have, and then the roommate that you just don't want to have, but you have to have type of it.
Is that not the forced roommate?
Whole time might be the force.
Yeah, that's the forced roommate.
I tried to add more parsley, then I ran out of points.
You tried to add some parsley because we put that shit on everything. All right. Okay. So you kind of recommending it? Anybody else?
I don't know about that.
I agree with Dave. I would recommend it depending on your situation. Like if you saving, like trying to save some bread for a goal, you trying to move on your own, or you trying to like kick your career off, figure things out, you just need to save some money or whatever, then I would definitely say do it. But if you like financially stable and like you just want to, I mean, I guess if you want to just experience just to see what it's like, go for it. But I would say, yeah, depending on your situation. Like if you know like you kind of down and out, you struggling financially, then of course it just makes more sense. Like, let me get a roommate to save some bread. I got bills that's like up to my neck. So yeah. But if you square financially, I would say don't. Just have your own space and be comfortable. It makes more sense.
Darius.
Hell no.
He said that into the mic, y'all. He meant it.
I meant that
Y'all gonna hear
shit.
this.
Hell no. I mean, to piggyback on what Devin and Marvin said, if depending on your situation, if you got bills, especially if you're in college. If you're in college, get a roommate. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
the
make
time.
sure you choose your roommate very, very wisely.
Yeah.
Other than that, fuck no.
Y'all know what's crazy? I'm recommending team roommate. So like, and it's so I only say that though. So in my
You a people
circumstance,
person.
kind of. Because y'all know me, like I love people on the outside. When it comes to like my crib, like
Yeah.
I need me time. So I'm in a space right now where financially I'm flourishing.
Okay.
But like my crib, right? I don't have a washer and dryer in unit. It's just I need a bigger kitchen because I cook a lot. Like I host people, and so I want more space.
Okay.
And so yes, I could go get more space on my own, but it's like also I got businesses to fund. So it's like in my case, like I am gonna go get not go get because I'm not looking for one.
But people be in the comments being like, I want to live with you, Reggie.
You're gonna DM me. You still looking? No. And so, but I am gonna get a roommate only because I could get more space, all the accommodations that I'd like, and I'd save some more money, or at least be able to put more money to my businesses. Like, it's not like I'm doing stocks or real estate right now. Like as an artist, I have to fund a lot of my own shit.
What you're doing.
And so, hell yeah, I want to save some money.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I would say that you just got to get a roommate that compliments you.
Yeah.
Like if you know you hate having people over, or you don't go out, you're not a partier, and you get a roommate that's a partier, then you're gonna just be their man. Or like y'all gonna always get into it. Like they're gonna
All
invite
the
people
time.
over. You're gonna be like, what the hell? Why is it another party? I hate people. Like that's just conflicting. But
That's
if
so
both of
true.
y'all hate people and y'all just in y'all own spaces, that's probably the best situation.
Ooh, that's so true.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. Quick. What's y'all non-negotiables when it comes down to roommates? Like, what is that? Like,
Deal
nope,
breaker?
that's not happening. Yeah, your deal breakers. Like, this is actually not happening.
Sometimes you don't even know your deal breakers until you in that.
Until that deal has been
until
broke.
it's
Yeah, that's-
done.
Yeah, bro.
So I've been in that jam. Trust me.
I need cleanliness is the main key for me. If y'all listen to this, I'm sorry. In college, I had my first apartment was with 3 people. It was a 4-bedroom over on Fotis. If y'all know where Fotis at,
Yeah.
that's NIU.
You
um,
did, man.
Yes, it was me and
Some others,
undisclosed people.
some
Y'all know
others,
y'all
a
if y'all
couple
listen.
others. You listen.
2 of us were clean and the other 2 were not so clean. Sorry, y'all, but y'all know y'all weren't clean. It was 2 bathrooms, and you could tell by the bathrooms. Like if you went in me and my roommate's bathroom, and then you went to the other side and their bathroom, it was you're in 2 different worlds.
so
Different
gross.
2 different worlds.
Sheesh. Ugh.
But I kind of just I don't even know where I went What was the question?
Right, I got something to say on the question though.
Your
dude.
non-negotiable is just like cleanliness.
Sorry.
Like,
Yeah,
cleanliness.
you got me in my feels. What? I was like,
Why he look?
I remember I remember the bathrooms. That's why I was like,
Triggered.
oh, because
Yeah.
I just remember you staying in Eco Park. But like, no, Fold is
yeah,
the
that
way
happened.
we wipe those memories.
Yes.
I didn't know about that. I'm the same as Dev though. Cleanliness is my deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say like definitely consider living with close friends.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like because that can legit make or break a friendship. Like living with them. Like, y'all may be cool, like outside of your living space, but when y'all get together, like you said, it may be somebody's like filthy or like they just loud as hell, and like they're the complete opposite of you. Like,
Yes, bro.
it's like 3 a.m, but you up listening to trap music. Like I'm trying to sleep. Like I got shit to do tomorrow, but like it's Sunday. Like I just want to relax. So definitely like really think about who you take in as a roommate, because like I kid you not, that can make or break friendships.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's your non-negotiable?
I was just finna ask the question again. Honestly, as of right now, I cannot give you a non-negotiable because
He
let
talking
me
about the whole
explain.
thing.
Through it, like, yo, man,
negotiate
a person
shit.
through it.
A whole
Look.
human is my not
Right. Look.
Let me, but
You breathing.
I only say that because of my current state right now, right? Before I would say clean, like you have to be, hygienic,
Clean.
bro. You have to be clean, bro. You have to be clean. But as of right now, like how I'm feeling, it's just like if you're alive, you can't live in my shit. If you have, matter of fact, let me take that back. If you have a penis, you cannot stay in my crib.
Non-negotiable. Dicks.
Non-negotiable.
Like,
I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna say okay. I don't know what that means. Okay. Got you.
You'll know that wrong. Go ahead.
oh shit. My non-negotiables. This is crazy. Also, I'm really psychotic when it comes down to living, because like I'm known to be super energetic, but when I'm in my space, like I kind of like to be left the hell alone.
Okay.
So one of my non-negotiables is
is living with another psycho.
honestly, I don't think I can live with somebody else like me, because I'm very unpredictable. So like that's why I always say I love my friends, I love my family, because like y'all deal with me so effortlessly, at least to my knowledge. And it's just like I commend y'all, because I could never deal with another motherfucker like me. Like I just couldn't. I feel like I know it all. And then when I'm like, ooh, I don't want to know it all no more, I just kind of disappear. And it's like, that's not fair. Like, yo, I'm fucked up. You know what I mean? But so my non-negotiables will be a person like me. But nah, like in real life, I just think my non-negotiables are someone who's really, really dependent on me. Like if you need me for entertainment, or if you need me for friendship, if you need me for guidance, like I can do that outside of my home. I can do that from my phone. But if you really need me to help keep you going and we live together, that's gonna fuck up everything we built. Because like when I'm at home, that's my peace, that's my happy place. And if you're just like, oh, so the other day, and then like, we can talk. Like, don't get me wrong, but every day, even multiple times, like just too much. Like, if ever I get to a point where I'm like, fuck, let me find a way to not go home, because I do not want to have to be Reggie at home. That ain't gonna work.
Right.
It ain't gonna work. It's too much.
It's too much.
So let's shift gears a bit.
All right, let's hear it.
What's our most embarrassing roommate story?
Embarrassing.
Well, I'm hearing some of these non-negotiables, and it's a little smoke behind some of these. So, like, what's your most embarrassing roommate story? It could be that you were the one embarrassed, or they the ones who should have been embarrassed. But I just need to know, what is y'all most embarrassing roommate story?
What if I wasn't involved?
Let's hear this. We have to hear this.
I mean, I know it from them.
You said
From
if you
my
weren't
roommate.
involved.
Embarrassment. Let's hear this.
I mean, I wasn't there. I just heard about it from this is my other, not the first spot I lived in, the second spot.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it was embarrassing for them. Well, maybe for the girl. There were some sexual activities going on in the living room, and then the other roommate just came home. And I mean, he could have like texted the group chat that something was going down, but hey, I guess that ain't happened. And they was just getting busy in the living room, child. And the other roommate walked in, and it was just it was that
racking on the crowds.
It's just very awkward.
So did the roommate keep going into their room? Did they
Walk
tuck
back out? Like, what happened?
I'm pretty sure he just went back to his room because this roommate was always in his room anyway. So
don't mind me, y'all.
Huh?
It was 3 of us in this. It was a 3-bedroom this time, not 4. But one of the roommates, he like always stayed in his room. Like we could be having a whole kickback in the living room, and he will be in the room. Or we're having a kickback after like a BMI meeting or something.
Right.
And he comes walking out the room, and we're like, "You've been in there this whole time?" Like what the?
I had roommates like that before. I had a roommate.
He was just fucking on the couch.
Next story. Marv, I'm tossing it to you, Marv.
Hey, I ain't gonna judge that story too much, y'all, because
that was against her religion.
I thought Darius got a
fucking.
We've been there.
I thought Darius got a
You got caught fucking on the couch?
What?
What?
Huh?
Was it really caught if you kept going?
Huh?
You kept going.
What?
You were disgusting.
I ain't even here. I'm in.
Somebody y'all heard something?
Right.
I think I heard
You
something.
gotta keep a blanket, man. That's the key. You need a blanket on the couch.
I thought Darius got a great story for this. I can see it in his eyes.
Man,
I can see it.
I wanted y'all to go first, but
Not this groundbreaking.
okay.
I gotta hear this.
breaker.
All right, in this story, well, it's not me being embarrassed. It's the roommate. I don't know if he is embarrassed, but he should be embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Okay.
Embarrassed.
Like, embarrassed.
Embarrassed, you hear me?
Like, okay. I don't know, because we don't got that much time. Okay, so I'm going to start from the beginning. Just imagine you're in the crib, right?
Mm-hmm.
You in your kitchen. You in the kitchen with, your other roommate. Y'all entertaining some ladies, having fun, right? Your third roommate comes out from the back. Gets to walking back and forth, pacing back and forth like you fucking Cuba Gooding Jr. and Boys in the Hood. Starts crying.
Punching air.
Starts crying.
Oh.
Starts crying. Goes to the couch. Put his face in the couch. And just get to beating the shit out the couch, right? Come to find out, the reason why the third roommate did all of this, right? It's because his father died. To give a little context with this roommate, the relationship with this roommate is, I didn't like this motherfucker at all. Okay, he moved in with me and my other roommate simply because he didn't have nowhere else to go. I had a kind heart. My other roommate was vouching for him. Things like that. I didn't like him. But when your father dies, bro, I have a heart, bro. I gotta, let me talk to you. Let me make sure you're okay. When I tell y'all I didn't like this man, but after this happened, I put all that shit aside. What's up, bro? You can talk to me anytime. All that shit, right? Come to find out, damn near a year later, we in the organization. The whole school felt sorry for this man. Yo, months later,
If you say his dad don't die.
his girlfriend get pissed off at him and tells us that his motherfucking daddy wasn't dead.
Oh my fucking God.
Yo,
Wait, whoa.
Dog.
yo,
I am confused.
the father was not dead. This nigga was around. He's a fucking zombie at this point. He's not dead, y'all. Right? So mind y'all, like at the time his father supposedly died, the nigga was behind on rent. He was behind on bills.
Oh, not a performance.
Man. When I tell y'all this motherfucker needs to be like, he
I'm dead.
he needs a nomination, bro. He needs a fucking nomination. The performance he put on.
Not an Emmy.
I didn't like him whatsoever. I didn't like him at all.
Oh hell no.
But I felt so bad. Like, bro, I literally had a heart-to-heart with this nigga because I felt so bad.
Meanwhile, his daddy still had a heartbeat. Because what's crazy is folks ass had a horrible relationship with his dad. So even faking like he was upset about his death was crazy to me. But I don't know shit.
I did not
Yeah.
expect that. at all.
Child.
But
I
that's
didn't expect that.
I ain't gonna go into why he may
That's a
have
TV
lied
show.
about that. He was broke as hell. But I'm like, he lied about his father being dead for some bogus ass reasons.
Yes.
Okay, let's just say he took advantage of people's kind heart. Like,
He definitely got your
hearts.
ass.
He got
Yeah,
the fuck out of you.
Hey,
Bro.
let me talk to you, bro.
Let me talk to you for a second, man. I know we had a lot of shit going on. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I forgive you. It's all good, bro. We good.
About that rent.
Gotcha, bitch.
gotcha, bitch.
So I can't pay rent this cause
Cover me, G.
I mean, I was just working on it with my dad too.
Man, bro.
Me and my dad was getting it together.
Man, bro.
His daddy
I was
still
like-
lost it on Austin.
I didn't even say I didn't say shit about
half for the rent.
it was like at that point, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you bring up like, hey, you like 2 months behind rent?
Cover my
But your daddy just died.
Rubbing that nigga back, man. Your daddy had never wanted you to be this behind on rent. He never wanted this for you, but bills is due, nigga. Bills is due.
Oh my God.
I would have been like, so about that rent.
18th, sir.
So will you be able to pay rent before the funeral? Or you gotta wait till the check comes.
Right. You put it in on the funeral, nigga, or
Y'all got
Talk about
a policy.
How much the grave gonna cost?
How much that set you
Shit,
back?
You ain't gonna be able to
Right.
do that then.
right.
So I was trying to be nice.
I feel you.
Come to find
I'm not
out,
finna play with
motherfucker's
y'all,
daddy wasn't
man.
dead. Motherfucker's daddy walking around this bitch.
So what did
like-
y'all say after that? Like,
I wasn't there for the conversation because I didn't like him. So if I was there for this
I
conversation,
know you was pissed.
come on, bro.
I hugged that nigga.
Right. I forget
Bro.
all the bullshit.
Bro, I don't hug.
I hugged that nigga.
I don't hug just niggas, bro. I like, bro, I really, really felt bad. I felt so fucking bad for this dude, bro. I felt so bad because I knew how I would feel if I lost my father,
I'm
bro.
gonna play with y'all.
And it's just like, you really did that shit because it's like, what other reason did you have to lie about your father being dead? Oh, okay. You were 2-3 months behind rent. You didn't pay this bill. You didn't pay that bill. You were buying sympathy, you bitch. But that's it.
He said, everybody has a kickback. Let me activate my. He was in his room, just looking in the mirror like,
Oh, we were in
My daddy. Nope, that's too much.
Slapping himself.
God damn, my
Getting the
daddy.
character.
No, that's too deep. That's
we
too
were
deep.
in the kitchen like we was having a grand time. We were chilling. We were having a good time. He just came in that bitch just
Punching the
Cuba Gooding Jr., bro. That's all I can say. He was
It's the
Cuba
punch in the
Gooding Jr.
couch for me. It's
Punching the couch. Just a nigga hurt when he put his face into the ground and get the punch in the ground. That shit right there.
He hurt.
He did that
He's
shit.
hurt, bro. That's
Oscar.
too much.
Oscar.
Okay.
All right. Beautiful.
There's no topping that.
Yeah.
There's no topping
Like I said, I
that
very
story.
rarely even had roommates. So I have
Story,
nothing.
Same.
I'm
I
talking
know
shit
the rest of the
today.
story.
Okay. No, choose violence.
I'm
Talk
talking
your shit.
Okay. So let's go pros and cons of having a roommate. You know what I mean? Like, do y'all have any pros or any cons of having a roommate?
I mean, the obvious pro is not having to pay the whole rent by yourself.
Okay.
And the
Major,
bills,
bro.
the Wi-Fi, everything.
Okay.
Everything is cheaper.
That's really the only pro I could.
That's the only thing to pick up.
Really?
Yes.
That's it. Damn.
I think just a pro. So again, I've been living by myself for a while, and I do thoroughly enjoy it.
We go listen to this episode next year after he's lived with somebody and see if he feels
See if
the
it
same.
changes.
Man.
Let's see how the feelings.
But no, so like, because honestly, I spend so much time now on my phone, like FaceTime and calling. But please don't FaceTime me. If you're not family, don't FaceTime me.
Do not FaceTime.
But like,
I will look at the phone ring.
okay,
Not to-
we have multiple times. And so, like, but I talk to my friends. We send voice notes. Like, I just realized, like, I spend a lot of social time with my loved ones because it's like I'm in the house by myself, which that's cool. I love sleeping by myself. I love walking around naked. I love farting as loud as I can. Peeing with the door open. You ain't took a shit till you took a good shit with the door open. All the air smell.
Bruno.
I do it anyway.
But so anyway, just leave the door. Oh, okay. So. However, I do be like, man, if I had like a roommate, you know what I mean? It's just like, because I'm not going to room with nobody I don't rock with. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, it could be so much fun now having a roommate. That's just the way I look at it. Like, from the conversation to the collaboration, I'm just like, yo, like, sharing a space with a person, I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I think I could do that. It might change. But right now, I've spent so much time by myself and I've enjoyed so much time by myself where I think I can do this roommate thing.
Testing the waters. At least only a year.
Yeah. At least a year. 2 years max. After that, y'all, I will be 30.
Right. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah. And it's like,
roommates.
Damn.
Relax. Because they think you're 40.
No, I don't give no fuck about that. No, hell no. You just mad because your ass is old.
It's okay. I can rent cars. And my insurance is cheaper.
For a fair price.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So I think that's the only pro. Do y'all have any cons of having a roommate?
Oh.
Everything.
Okay.
Them breathing, eating your snacks.
That's
using up everything.
That is the one. People
using something and not replacing it.
Whoosh.
I could just let the clip go.
Let it go.
Let the chopper sing.
Empty the clip. Because the whole time Dev is about to have a roommate. By the time y'all hear this, he'll have one.
It's not the same.
That's not the same.
A bay mate.
That's different.
That's different.
That's
you can't fuck your roommates.
That's another episode. That's a different episode. Depending on who you rooming with.
Pick my mic back up.
Handle rent. You gonna pay some way, goddamn it. Look. You handle this rent.
No, I do have a friend, and I hope she does not hear this. Or if she does, I hope she's okay with me telling her life. Where she was dating this guy. And so like the guy had a roommate. And so eventually it became like, ooh, let's get nastier. Let's get nastier. Oh, let's have threesomes.
Okay.
And it became like the three of them. And I'm just like, they was fucking and they just wanted to feel less weird about it.
That's legit.
And so they just brought you in. But yeah, so you can fuck your roommate.
You can fuck your
Wait a second.
You can fuck your roommate. It wouldn't be smart, but you can fuck
we can talk about this later.
Okay, so some of those cons are good, but I know we got some more. What are some more cons of having a roommate?
Fucking Christ.
Not the sigh.
Right.
He was really just flabbergasted on how I just cut it back on. He was taking it back.
He was not ready.
Yeah, I wasn't ready, but it's cool. It's cool. Just refresh me real quick. What were some of the cons that was said?
Breathing. Talking about eating.
That's enough for me.
All
right,
eating
that's
your
enough for me. But okay. Some of the biggest cons.
Line about your daddy dying.
Brother.
We getting personal.
Deception is
Deception.
Hoodwink.
that shit.
Bamboozled.
But I
on his face.
Disgrace.
Deception.
I would say this on a real level. I feel like a lot of people can relate to this part. Go, man. I would say that a huge con to having a roommate is that maybe by the end of that lease, depending on how bad it is, maybe sooner than that, you're going to realize that you really don't like this person, or you really can't be around this person every day type shit. Like sometimes when you room with some people, it really ruins the relationship with that person. And just because it may ruin, like y'all might get into it when you a roommate with a very close friend of yours, that don't mean that y'all got to be enemies for the rest of y'all life. It's just y'all probably not meant to live with each other type shit. I would say that like it's a huge lesson to learn, but you would definitely learn that you do not like certain motherfuckers.
True. True.
So
You really could see people's true colors when you're
dead ass
So
with them.
true.
so serious, bro.
Like you cool in real life, but at the crib you not that cool.
Man,
At the crib, I hate your guts.
Right.
man, bro.
Yo, I would say honestly, my biggest con. Most people probably don't even think of this. So there's extrovert, there's introvert, and then there's ambivert. So like you're both. I think I identify as both. And some days, like when I don't want to fuck with people, like I have my days where I don't like. So I don't even want to see you. You live here, but like when I walk in the crib, like just be in the bathroom or something. so like, you walk in like after a long day, you have like a whole kickback in your house. Like you can't tell somebody like, yo, like don't have people here because they pay rent too.
Right.
So it's like those days where I just want to have my own like space and like I don't want to be around people, but it's like there's a whole party going outside my room. So
Type shit, yeah.
I have nowhere else to go. Like, am I gonna fake it? I'm gonna come out. They be like, oh, like we drinking, come kick it with us. Like, am I gonna fake it for 3 seconds while I walk to the room?
I was good for staying in my room,
Like, I don't know,
especially if I didn't feel like being bothered.
right. So I think that was literally my biggest con. I had days where I would just want to be by myself. Like, I want to be quiet at the crib. I want to just chill. And it's like we were just never on the same page. Like the days I wanted it, like it wasn't there.
Right.
Like when I wanted my peace and quiet, it was like turned every like for like the whole weekend. So like, yo, that was my biggest con, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Right.
Let's hear it.
You trying to stir the pot?
Of like a con list. I just think like cleanliness. We cannot say that enough because I'm big on do the dishes while you cook. Do the dishes once you're done eating.
Mm-hmm.
Just dishes in the sink is not okay with me. So like part of my trauma here, guys. When we lived, like when our whole family lived together, I have 5 other brothers and siblings who lived in that house alone. Now, at one point, and so it was just crazy to me because we had 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, living room, of course, a kitchen, dining area. Then we had a whole den, like we had a whole family room. Somehow, some way, I always was stuck with both the bathrooms and the kitchen as my chores, and I always had to take out the garbage too. So it's like both bathrooms and the kitchen. What the fuck y'all cleaning?
Right.
You know what I mean? And so like, you motherfuckers have periods. Y'all do, why I gotta do the gross shit? You know what I mean? And so now it's like, that's what it was. Like, why? Fuck you, man, you get to eat and just throw it in the sink.
Right.
How was that fair?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you get a booger on the floor and you just like, not my room. What? You know, so that as an adult, I'm like, gee, I can deal with not straightening up the living room overnight, but then doing it in the morning.
Right.
Like I can deal with certain shit.
Right.
Dishes in that sink.
No,
It's cooked.
Cooked.
especially when you cooked. Like the next morning, that shit gonna be smelly.
Still there. Like,
Fucking disgusting. You gotta clean the little.
It's much harder to clean things when it just sit there and like get all stale.
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that. A solution for that. The roommate that lied about his father being dead came up with a great solution for that shit.
Throw they fucking dishes away.
No. He would cook and just put bleach or some shit in the dishes and leave it right there overnight. And the reason behind that shit is I'm letting it soak so it can, do its thug thizzle. But most of it was just dirty. That's
You're just not only are you destroying your pots and pans, but also now I got a headache.
Now my tacos taste like bleach.
Right. What's going on?
like
That's too much. That's way too much.
I got stories for days,
So
man.
that's one of my cons for me. It's just
Gotcha.
like dishes in the sink. And then also kind of go back to my original point. Just like that relationship piece, where it's like just because we live together, that don't mean we have to speak every time we see each other. But like also, given the type of relationships that I build, if I live with you, I can no longer be like your therapist figure, which I always tell my friends you need to go to therapy anyway. But like, you can't give me all your problems every day. Because what I'm not going to do is go rack up problems in my day to day, like in my life, come home to unwind, dead ass into your fucking problem.
I agree.
So I think that's going to be the con for me for like roommates. It's just like shifting y'all friendship dynamics and kind of shifting your dynamics a bit so that the you that you were for a person at a distance is not the you that they're still expecting when y'all live literally a wall away from each other.
That's true. Makes sense. I actually like that.
Hell no. But since we're on the topic, describe a time where a roommate got on y'all goddamn nerves.
Oh,
I think I already described that time, but I got another one.
Oh.
Shit.
And another one.
And another one. I'm DJ Khaled in this bitch.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. There's so many, bro. It's so many. I can't choose. A time that a roommate got on my nerves. I don't want to say the cleanliness part because that's just a big no-no. But the same roommate, he was a terrible fucking roommate. I'm sorry to just keep talking about this one guy, but he was terrible, y'all. Like bad. Another time that this motherfucker got on my nerves was he told that another individual, mind you, it's me, the roommate I wanted to stay with in the first place, who was also the roommate that invited the motherfucker I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's three of us.
Okay.
The one I don't like felt like it was okay to just tell another nigga like, hey, you can stay here. Like, but I will say this. The person who was told that he can stay there turned out to be a blessing in disguise, I would say.
Okay.
Right. Because he told this dude that like, hey, you can chill here, you can stay type shit. Didn't swing it by neither one of us. He just said, fuck it, you can stay type shit. Bro had his own dorm room and everything type shit. He just wanted to be out of the dorms. But it's like, run that shit by your other roommates type shit. But what really got on my nerves was that the person he invited to stay turned out to be a way better roommate than he fucking was. He paid bills. This was before he officially moved in because we eventually kicked that nigga to the curb. He was paying bills. He was cleaning up behind himself. Like everything a roommate is supposed to do type shit. And seeing that, I would say, and that's just really, really pissed me off because it's like, bro, don't even live here for real, y'all. Like he don't even live here for real. Like if you stand at somebody else's house, best believe you to expect somebody to be like, hey, you got to put on for some bills, etc. type shit. But he did way more than he had to. And to see somebody else outside of this household do that really pissed me off because it's like, you can do that shit too, fuck. So that's a nice little story, I guess.
Okay, you kept it cute.
Kept it cute, fuck.
Okay. Y'all, when a roommate really chapped your ass?
You got one there for you.
You can go ahead.
No. I literally don't have that. Like I had a friend who stayed with me, which made him laugh about this situation now. When did he start? Yo, he started to lock me out of my own crib. That's literally what happened. So, because I had my own crib, so I had my own key. Okay. And so there would be times where he was like, yo, can I have a key real quick? I just don't like this, homeless. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? That ain't fair. Cool. I get off at this time. Okay. I just need to be able to get in when I get off. And twice. I'm like, IG, I'm on my way home. All right, bro, I'm running late. How are you running late and you don't have a job? And you literally have nowhere else to go. How are you running late? And like he would go and smoke with people, even though he was broke at the time. So he would have, I could tell his business. He's okay. He would like just get these bitches who would like smoke him out. And it's like he would I would be locked out of my own apartment because he would go smoke with bitches and then he'd come back late. So the first time I'm like, you know what? I'm actually thoroughly fucking annoyed. Like I will never be locked out of shit that I pay for. Because I wasn't charging him at that time. Right. I'm like, nigga, you literally had nowhere else to go. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, stack your bread, get your mind right. I'm not charging you. So that first time it happened, I was just like, you know what? I think I might be a neighbor. But you know what? Fuck it. One time. It happened again like 2 weeks later. I was like, hey, bro, you can't stay here for a few days. I will never be locked out of my own shit again.
Nah, dead ass.
It's not happening. So yeah, that's my story. It's just real quick. Like I got locked out of my own shit because he had stupid bitches who was smoking him out just for some meat, and it's like got him kicked out because I'm not getting locked out of my own shit. Y'all got the stories? They got on y'all nerves? What y'all got?
I'm trying to think. I done repressed all my roommate years to the back depths of my mind. So it's like I don't even have like
nothing crazy.
a crazy story.
I mean,
Nothing crazy ever really happened. It's just more so like I know me. I get annoyed easily. So like it might just be someone not cleaning the pan after they cooked,
Something
and then
simple.
I'm pissed for the next day.
I'm shocked that the psycho girlfriend stories are just not up here on your nerves.
I mean, that wasn't really.
I have
I've
some
like
of those.
blinked all that.
Psycho
I
girlfriend.
didn't forget none of mine.
That out.
I got some
Y'all, I
stories.
love
It was-
Yeah,
I
tell
mean,
his story. I'm gonna tell my story.
Reggie
after
deal with that part more than I
Go
did.
ahead.
I just didn't give a fuck.
Here-
I was
I
at
wanna hear
tournaments,
I wanna
not
hear how
there.
bad it is.
One of Devin's one of his roommate situations,
Mhm.
I kind of like mentally, like it was just like, ooh, y'all would be compatible as roommates. This will work. Because what's crazy is I was supposed to live with them, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I think I was last minute like forced into a certain house.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was the president of an organization, I was like forced to live at the organization's house, and so this perfect roommate situation I created just like became something else.
Okay.
And so Devin had a roommate who was like our brother at the time. Like, man, I love that man, even though we ain't talked in like years. But like
I haven't talked to him since we moved out.
Yeah. But she was a goddamn psycho. Which is his fault because she's like Indian or some shit. So he like took her virginity and it's like, dog, you just snatched her from her religion. You know what I mean? But
Anywho,
yeah, she just became psycho. So as they was going through these breakup phases, when he would block her or they wouldn't talk,
she hit up.
dog, she would pull up to the crib throwing eggs at the like.
Oh my God.
She did throw a few eggs at the.
Yes, like banging on the door.
You see how I forgot this?
There was one time
You forgot
where
this?
She was.
I wasn't even
literally
there. I wasn't
like-
there. I came back and saw egg on the patio, and I was just confused.
She egged the hell out of it. And so like that was this one time she was like, I'm gonna kill myself. And we was like, oh no, what is she for real? And he tracked her and like she was literally like driving towards a bridge.
Oh
So
shit.
he like follows her. She sees him behind her. She jumps out of her car while it's moving and like tries to run towards the bridge. It's not funny. But tried to run towards the bridge. So he like stopped her. It was like that fucking bad. That bad.
See-
and then they would come back and just fuck. Like she did.
That's
jump
not
off of
normal.
a bridge.
I missed some of these things because I was.
That just got on
I
my
was on
goddamn
tour.
nerves right there.
I was talking like that.
Talking about-
wasn't
I was
even
out of
here.
state.
That just,
was-
I was not expecting it to be like, yeah, the bitch tried to, like, she tried to kill herself, and yeah, they just went back home and fuck. Like, what,
It was
bro?
horrible,
That's not
y'all.
normal.
She did message me on Facebook a few times when he didn't let her in. I was just like, okay,
Don't bring me into this.
Hey.
Don't bring me into this.
okay.
Hey,
I read that shit. Real.
Hey.
I was like,
that shit is so funny. I've been there, y'all, but fuck a message. Fuck a message, nigga. One of my roommates had this certain young lady, nice young,
Roni.
nice young lady, bro, but she was crazy over this man, right? And I just come home from work, this was when I was working with kids and shit. And that's, I just see her outside the door, just on the ground crying. It was so awkward because it's like,
excuse me.
nigga, when I tell y'all, I Allen Iverson the shit out of her,
Step on over, shorty.
bro.
Don't mind me.
Cause it's like I'm thinking in my head, like I hope you don't think I'm like finna help you get in this bitch for like. But it was a very awkward moment. That's all. But that shit's funny.
I feel like we all get stories like that, and I definitely learned like with me, I would get so mad because I was projecting myself onto my roommate. Like the shit your girlfriend doing, like you should be checking her for, but I never spoke up about it. So looking back, like I should be mad at myself. But like I feel like my roommate legit had the girlfriend from hell. Like the stuff that went down in that house, I can't make this up. Like one day I can't remember what the fuck I was making, but I was cooking something, so I had to put this shit in the oven. Like normal people, you're not gonna sit in front of the oven. Like you set a timer, or hopefully you got the memory strength to remember not to burn the fucking crib down. I'm gonna check my food in 25 minutes. So
Right.
I'm in the crib just kicking it. Like okay, I put my shit in the oven. And I came back like 25 minutes later, and my shit was on top of the stove. So I'm looking like, somebody like realized like, I don't know what happened. So I opened this shit like their shit is in the oven, and my shit on top of the stove. So I was like, okay, like you know, like I don't know, like what I should do at this moment because I'm pissed. Like, let me take a
That
few
shit would've
seconds
been on
to
the
calm
floor.
down and then say something. Like, bro, that happened a couple times. So eventually I had to like speak up and say
A couple
something.
times.
Bro, hey, bitch, you don't live here, bitch. Why are you taking my? At first I thought it was him. So I'm like, bro, like, are you? If you need the space, just move my shit over. At least let me know.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I'm not cooking nothing. So okay, it's this bitch then. She moved my okay. I'm the top of my head, like, you're gonna check her. Like, okay, he gonna set the situation straight. But it hit like a max for me was like, I feel like she would fuck with me intentionally. Like she would literally like nitpick things like till she knew it fuck with me. So like one
She
day
had
I
a
came back
crush
to
on
the
you.
crib and
Damn,
I'm
yeah.
like, maybe like one day I came to the crib, G, like we shared a bathroom and like I don't mind Shorty being there, but like I would like see like tampons, like used tampons in the bathroom, like garbage can, like it's at the top. Like you didn't even put tissue over it, you didn't wrap it. Like this shit is sitting directly at the top. Like
I thought that was like girl code. Like, don't they have like a law that you gotta put that shit away a certain way? For that's trifling.
Sir,
If you
like she just didn't give like I don't think he gave a fuck, so she didn't give a fuck. Like I would see like I don't know what the fuck it was, like booty flakes on the toilet. I promise I wish y'all could see this. Like I can't make this up. Like I'm not gonna sit down on this toilet seat. I don't feel comfortable. In my house.
said it was booty what?
It was like booty flakes on the toilet.
She used to leave booty flakes. It was
Booty
never a
flakes.
booty ring on that fucking toilet.
Bro, like what's going on? This didn't used to be here. I know this gotta be you. So like, I can't be the only person seeing this because I just,
Shawty got a big old Duke, you
bro, I can't make this up. So I started going to my other roommate bathroom because he was never there. So I just started using their bathroom. So it used to blow me so bad because he would never say anything. And I used to hear him like arguing all the fucking time, like at 3
Yo,
in the
booty
morning.
flakes on that toilet.
Oh my god.
He said booty flakes,
Bro,
bro.
and booty flakes, like
Not
it's
dingleberries,
skin
but
on
booty
the back of the toilet. Like I know you was sitting.
I ain't doing it in 2 days. It's your booty.
That's
Like, yo,
nasty.
she would just like throw little jabs at me. I'm like, I'm not gonna come at your girl, but you need to check her. So I never like talked to him about be cool to this day. I just let bygones be bygones. But looking
Right.
back, like that bitch was the girlfriend.
What she
from
used to
hell.
say to you? Like what jabs she used to throw?
Just like unnecessary ass comments.
No.
Rasputia. You got your girlfriend that's
Don't get me started on Rasputia, bro. Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started.
Who's been eating the turkey ass? You been readjusting my seat? All right. Okay.
Not gonna play with y'all.
Wow. Okay, so that's open your mouth. Open your mouth. All right, okay, let's get going. We almost done. So, okay, real quick. Would y'all ever do the roommate situation again as adults? Given all of this, would you ever do it again?
Nope.
Okay. That's a no.
My significant other, yes.
Bae,
But-
yes. Friend, no.
No.
I gotta give a short answer or a long answer.
Bae, one, no. Friend, other.
Bae, yes. Friend. Bae, yes. Friend. Fuck no. I love y'all. Love you to death. But never
There's
ever
no reason
again.
We should ever have to.
Never. I hope the fuck not. But never again. And other, as in like family. It depends. If you like my brother, you my sister, you my mother, type shit. Yeah. But nigga, cousins, fuck no.
Okay. That's why.
Bae, yes. Friends, family, I say yeah. I find the people that I would live with that's in my circle, they solid enough for me to get along with. Like,
Until they start taking your chicken out the oven.
but exactly.
Let's be home running in pizza.
Sorry.
Now we gotta fight.
My pizza is not done, G. This shit is not crispy brown. It's not golden.
What's that Ramsey say? It's roar. It's roar.
What that mean? Right. Get done.
Okay. All right. This is gonna be our last one. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Let's bring this thing home.
Okay.
So, what advice then do y'all have for a young adult who is considering a roommate? Like, I know we giving pros and cons. Y'all have a final piece of advice for a young person who's considering a roommate?
I mean, you're young, so I would say do it if you want it. If you like have to do it, then that's a different thing from when you wanting to do it. But whether you have to do it or not, like you should try it. Like it's definitely an experience. You'll have some funny stories, whether it goes very good or bad, like we did. But like it's just part of life. Like at least 1 or 2 years, maybe. Then it's like, hopefully by then you'll get your life, like have your life together. Not that your life not together because you have a roommate, but just like, I don't know, figure it out, live life. Terrible advice, but
terrible. Go for it, and if it sucks, it sucks.
Just do it.
You know? If it sucks, it sucks. It sucks to suck. Yeah,
we're going to me. I thought we was gonna go down the line.
I mean, I can say a lot, but I would say the biggest thing, if you're young, is like don't let our stories today like discourage you from trying to get a roommate or whatever. If you're young, like it's completely fine or whatever. I would say if you want to give it a try, give it a try. But if you're gonna give it a try, make sure that it's with somebody that like you really fuck with.
Yeah.
Like somebody that you know that you're not gonna have a problem like living with. Because you know, bro, it will surprise you how people like just switch up or like change. Like, man, bro, like true colors come out when you're living with somebody, whether it's something you don't like about them, whether it's like, or something you don't like about they ass. I mean, they don't like about you or whatever. Like, you find out a lot about people. Like, you find out that motherfuckers really don't fuck with you like that. So, I would say just make sure that it's with somebody that you really genuinely like type shit.
Yeah, and I think just to go back and try to give some actual advice. You definitely can learn a lot about yourself and other people when you're like living together. Like you will find out what you do and don't like whether that's about yourself or it's about people in general. Like if it's a friend, then you might just realize like what you don't want from a friend. And also if you're like living together, that's like for a reason to like save money, not spend money and like stack your bread. Don't go spending your saved money on like random shit that you don't necessarily like. It defeats the purpose. Like if you're staying with a roommate to save money, but you're out here spending all the money on weed and drinks, then it's like, what's the point of you? Like, it's like stack your money to eventually have like a better situation for yourself.
And I will say this, I'm sorry. Like you just said, like it's okay to do your thing or whatever. But like I will say, if you have animosity towards somebody, whether it's you live with 2 people, you live with 3 people, whoever the fuck you live with, if you have animosity with that person and you got some kind of beef, something you don't like that they did, said, whatever the case may be, speak your goddamn mind. Especially at this level, like college or whatever. Like you young, motherfuckers probably not to that point of maturity or whatever. But if you're older, you grown, bro.
Yeah.
Whether you're a man or a woman, speak your mind, because holding in animosity ain't gonna do nothing but like confuse everybody. It's gonna confuse the person that you hold animosity towards too, because once they find out that you have animosity, it's gonna be like, where the fuck is this coming from? And that just leads to more and more problems, because then that person gonna be like, all right, fuck them then, because I don't see what's the problem type shit. You grown. If you got a problem with something, bro, say that you have a motherfucking problem. Instead of walking around the house pouting and shit, every time I walk in the room, I feel this weird ass energy coming from you. Or I feel like motherfuckers talking about me behind my back type shit. It's a lot of shit I didn't talk about today, y'all. It's a lot of shit I didn't talk about today.
Going through it. So
that's why I'm in with that. If you have a problem with somebody, fucking say it.
I like that. I would say, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of parsley on here. Try to create opportunities or like spaces where you can see their current living situation before you move in with them. Because like y'all may be polar opposites. Like this person may be junky, they may never cook, or like they might, but they may be stingy as hell with their stuff. And you might be like sharing, like, oh, so you can use my stuff, use my pots, my pants. So you need some soap tissue, go use my shit. But like if you live with somebody that's like the opposite of you, like they may definitely like, like you said, ruin a relationship. It may turn you off to that person. That makes it tough to live with them later on down the road. So if you can see like their living space and their habits before you move in with them, definitely try. Because like it may be a completely different person at home versus like when y'all out kicking it. Like y'all may vibe and click, but you don't want to be partying until 2-3 in the morning. Like, that's your shut off time, but they just getting started. So yeah, definitely try and create opportunities to see like how they living before y'all actually move in, or just get to know them a little bit better.
Dope. I mean, I guess the last bit of parsley I got is live with someone where you can be yourself and not have to perform you. Like that's your habitat. And so with that, we gonna wrap this thing up. Des, thank you so much for pulling
Appreciate
up.
Thank y'all for having me.
What's your social media handle again, just in case people want to book you? Talk to you.
Follow me on Instagram at official King Darius. That's pretty much the only social media that I really take seriously at this point, especially for modeling. So if you want to book me through Instagram, or you can email me. And by the time this drop, my do-rag brand would definitely be out, Ocean 99. So go shop.
Let's go.
Yeah, so go support. Follow your boy.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Well, thanks again for pulling up. We'll pull it in front of the camera instead of behind the camera. And as always, the world is sick,
but good conversation is the cure.
And with that, we are out.
66666.
Y'all smooth as hell, man.